What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, look. One of the things that we've talked about frequently on here is that, look, while every sports figure today has some level of extreme fanboyism going on as far as in their subset of fans, right? There's always some group like that. But bar none, no individual that I have ever observed has had this level of extreme fanatical fans as LeBron Ramon James. And the thing about his fans is that they have, it's almost like, honestly, it's a religion. They become, many of them are radicalized. You know how, like, we talk about how these extremist groups radicalize recruits to the point where they don't even resemble the person they once were? I swear there's a similar process going on when it comes to some of his fans. Whether it's they look at him as a substitute father, I think some of that, but it's also they look upon him as almost as a, because like I said, I think it's in our nature. It's human nature to want to look up to something that we perceive as greater than ourselves. And since religion has been largely wiped out of our lives, we replace religion with celebrities. And we tend to look at them, these people are rich, and they seem to have these perfect lives and these great abilities and all of that. To me, Generation X, or what is it, Generation Z, excuse me, and to a certain extent millennials, they look at LeBron James as almost as a messianic figure. And you don't, on the one way that you piss people off who idol worship celebrities or worship anybody, is that they'll criticize their God. And that's how they look at this. They don't look at this as just sports. It's more than that. And then there's an element of these fans who, in addition to that, they look at him as a possible replacement father because they didn't have that growing up. They grew up probably in female-dominated households, the mama, the sister, the aunties, the friends of the family members. They've kind of developed this emotional side to them that most men aren't supposed to have, not to that extent. And then there's also the zest aspect of it. I won't go too far into that on YouTube. But this is just another example of what I'm talking about here. So look, I'm going to play this audio from the Crash Dummies podcast. And this audio is a fan who was asked, I believe, what celebrity would you like to be? I don't know if it was for a day or whatever, but just what celebrity you would like to be. This is rather disturbing.
You could trade places with a celebrity for a day. Who would it be and what are you doing?
I probably had to be Savannah James. Like, I'm gonna be able to call LeBron daddy, like, and nobody gonna think it's weird. Like, he's like goat. Like pops. I lost my dad when I was younger, so like, I used to always look at him on the court, be like, damn man, what if he was my dad?
So LeBron got 3 kids. You could have switched spots. Well, I don't know.
I could
Bronny
be
James.
short.
You could do like Bryce.
You could do Bryce Bronny.
Nah, I don't like the way they call him daddy. I won't call him daddy how Savannah call him daddy.
Bro.
How do you know how Savannah calls him daddy though?
I could just imagine. Like,
All right.
imagine what she be saying.
Oh, all right. You good. You good. You good. You good, brother. You good. You have a good day, man.
If you could trade places with a celebrity,
Yeah. So this is that's just one example. Okay, that's just one example of what we talk about. We see this all the time. Remember, there was one of these guys, these weirdos in Cali that threatened a YouTuber, Dreamers Pro, right? All because of Dreamers Pro took LeBron out of his top five. Think about that for a second. That wasn't no troll. That was a real person. He threatened the life of another man because he took a basketball player out of his top five. There's something mentally wrong with these people. I mean, we exaggerate to a certain extent talking about them, but honestly, we're not in many ways. We're not. And people can say, oh, why are you always talking about these guys? Well, see, that's the thing, all right? Y'all don't see what we see on a daily basis on social media. Also, you guys don't see some of the messages we get. You're on the outside looking in. You don't see some of the stuff that we see. Yeah, every fan base has some weirdos, but there's no doubt there's never been a fan base like this. And the way that they root against any and everybody who dare criticizes their idol in any way, shape, or form, it's disgusting. They don't care about basketball as a sport. They don't. The only thing they care about is going into their safe spaces and worshiping you know who 24/7, 365. And I'm not exaggerating. And you think that you could be a fan of LeBron's and LeBron could do something that you think that's not quite right? No matter how many times you praise him, if you go in there and say, man, LeBron kind of turned me, he kind of disappointed me tonight, they will turn on you and possibly threaten you. At least, with some of the other fan bases in the past, the Pacquiao fans, the Kobe fans back in the days, they weren't nowhere near as extreme as these guys. You kind of blame it on naivete and youth. Most of them were teenagers. Some of them were still like learning the game of basketball. And then I noticed, like with most most Kobe fans, as they got older, they started appreciating the game more. Even if they did think Jordan was not as good as Kobe, they grew out of that. These guys, no, there's something wrong. I don't care what nobody said. There's something wrong with them, man. And it needs to be called out because I'll tell you something. ESPN caters to these guys. The fact that they kept showing on repeat that one stinking dunk in a blowout loss in another disappointing season. The fact that they just keep feeding these weirdos. They see it and they contribute to it. But then again, we look at Fox Sports, look at the chaos and mayhem and debauchery going on behind the scenes. ESPN probably the same. There's probably gonna be some scandals will come out this year about with them anyway. It is what it is. It is what it is. Some of you guys.